Let me get Az.
Hello, yes, Qztyl, words, things, stuff. Once again, D&D Beyond has decided Qztyl is a life domain cleric, so that's neat. Without fail. Not allowed to have nice things if it's technologically, decided.
Perfect, thank you. And then let's see, we got Rachel already. Edge.
Yeah. Ready to see what's going down. Um, don't know what to say much, but
Perfect.
I am saying stuff.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Syranas.
We've got some fun times ahead. This is our finale. Let's finish this strong.
Hell yeah. All right. Sick. So we're gonna jump into it. We'll see how we're doing on time and if there's any possibility of needing to go over on our break. But I anticipate everything should be just fine. But I've been wrong before. All right. Starting us off in 3, 2. Oh fuck. Also, as a brief reminder, because this hasn't been an issue necessarily with this group, but as a brief reminder, remember to mute your mics if you're not talking, or if there's like a scene going on, you're not there or whatever. And if you're gonna cough or sneeze or clear your throat or whatever, keep your mic muted. Because editing that out is a nightmare. Sick. Just as a brief reminder. All right, sick. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ignited. This, of course, is the finale for this particular group. The Basilisks road has come to an end for this season, and we are interested to see what happens here. So, with that out of the way, with our sparse introduction, let's go ahead and get to the people you actually are here to see, our players.
Hello, I am Syranas, the humble mod in this here community, and I am piloting Elosai, our Changeling Ranger, and he's not leaving a man behind.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Edge Survival or Edge the Nomad. I'll be playing Kenshin, our Kalashtar Ronin. Yeah, ready to see what the group got into. Yeah.
Well, hey there, everybody. I'm Az, or as I was on the social media, because I think I'm funny. And today I will be playing Qztyl Palmer, the Cleric of Ravnica. And my library is still missing.
Hello, everybody. I'm the Azure Butterfly, or Azure for short, or simply Rachel. I am the production coordinator here on the Rolling Nomads and a variety streamer on Twitch. And this time zone, I am playing the reborn Khenra Warlock, Zahratra. Yeah, I'm still alive. Thank goodness. Kind of alive? Okay, yes.
We'll see how long that lasts. But let's go ahead and jump into today's episode of The Ignited. And we begin each episode as we always do with a recap. Now, Elosai, I believe you are our volunteer for today.
That I am. Our story begins with a couple of our friends phasing in and out. It was a switcheroo of sorts. Qztyl phased in and Kenshin phased out, and the conversation ensued, confused our friend Kellen. Kellen believed Qztyl was always there and does not remember a thing of Kenshin. We had a conversation until it was time for us to get to the train. The train stopped at Thief's Folly, which is a graveyard, which confused our friend Zahratra. And we made our way there as swiftly and as stealthily as most of us could, but it drew the attention of a silver deputy. Now, I employed a very serious and wonderful technique I like to call lying, and sent off the silver deputy only for us to shoot him in the back. That fight ended quickly and swiftly, and we boarded the train. Now, no one else knew that we boarded the train, so we brought out Tiny Bones to start scouting for us, of which he found more silver deputies, and we hid in some sarcophagi. Now, once the silver deputies passed, we went into the car with the Hydra, and a fight ensued as Zahratra went down, misty stepping and trying to, the first time to capture the Hydra. 6 seconds later, our cleric did cleric things, and Zahratra was back up, and we captured the Hydra. However, the train, severely damaged by the fight, started to collapse. We jumped down onto our basilisks, and Kellen was left behind, of which I refused to continue to do so. That is our recap.
Excellent. Thank you so much, very much, Elosai. It is important to note that our heroes are back on the ground on their basilisks, and the two train cars that were at the very back of the train itself, that contained them and the Hydra, were separated from the rest of the train and collapsed onto the ground as well. They are amidst wreckage. The rest of the train moved forward, continuing on without them, possibly to their damage of the particular main portion of the vehicle itself. But this is where we find ourselves now. Qztyl, Zahratra, Elosai, you're on your basilisks. Kellen is somewhere amidst the wreckage. Tiny Bones is further ahead on the rest of the train, coming screeching to a stop. You have moments. And as you gather yourselves, as you assess the situation you find yourselves in, atop, not really the spare basilisk, but a basilisk meant for a friend, find its owner once more, as Kenshin phases back in to this reality. Kenshin, you are amidst train wreckage. You are surrounded by shattered metal, some fire. There is strange colors coming off of the flames, and sparks of electricity in some areas as well. You see your friends Qztyl, Zahratra, and Elosai all together on the Basilisks in the middle of the desert in a train wreck. The scene is all of yours.
Welcome back to reality, Kenshin. One of you, can you go get Tiny Bones? We need to search for Kellen.
Qztyl's already booking it towards Tiny Bones because Qztyl sent Tiny Bones in there, and we can't leave the man behind.
I will go back up Qztyl. Welcome back, Kenshin. And she's going to usher her basilisk towards where Qztyl's going.
What's happening? What is all these welcome backs?
You
What's
phased
going
out. You disappeared like Qztyl did twice. If you remember that.
Do I remember this?
If I recall correctly, I believe you, the first time Qztyl, yeah, you remember Qztyl having phased in and out. This is something that's been happening to a number of you at certain times. As far as your memory now, though, would you like to get a sense of what's real and what's not?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Would I have advantage on this as usual?
For what feature gives you advantage?
Oh, just being a cool guy.
Kalashtar.
Yeah, actually, yeah, this would help you.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
I don't know.
It's
I heard about all the cool
2022.
stuff that Kenshin did when everybody thought, Qztyl was Kenshin and Kenshin was Qztyl because Kenshin didn't exist for a little bit. So,
It's
a
gonna
cool
be
guy advantage roll sounds right to me. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Mhm.
it's gonna be interesting seeing Kellen's reaction to this, because Kellen has not been in the same room with the entire group. So what their memory is gonna
What you got for me, Kenshin?
19 plus 3, so 22.
22. You remember things differently, Kenshin. You were gone. And from what you recall, how you got here is a whole other sequence of events entirely. There's conflicting memories here. You remember when you got to the Wild Card Saloon, and you remember when you got to Oko's gang with your friends. You remember being with your friends all this time. But overlaid across that is separate memories. Arriving here on Thunder Junction alone. The blade in your belly. Being found by Frankie. Alone. Carted off to the Sterling Company. Alone. Tended to in prosperity. Being given to the lawmen for some bounty. Earning your honor, I suppose, or your freedom. You're in debt to the Sterling Company, essentially, for the medical expenses that they spent to keep you alive. You were working for them, not of your own free will. You had no other choice. You were here alone. You did odd jobs for Bertram Greywater. You defended his holdings. You hunted Oko's gang. You caught wind that they were going to try to rob this train. You were here. You fought. You squared up against the demon Rakdos. You fought Oko. You put a blade to Kellen's neck. It was only when this small creature, Tiny Bones, was able to sneak up on you, hold a gun to the back of your head. They got the better of you. And they crashed the train. And you fell. Alone. Injured once more. That's where the memories fade. And you're here now. No longer alone. No longer wearing the whites and silvers of the Sterling Company. You're with your friends. In reality.
Okay, no time to really process all of that. I'm gonna put it in a box and go help who my friends are now.
As a note, I do look like Frankie right now.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
That is correct.
I
Oops.
don't know. I thought you died.
Uh,
Oh, you didn't.
Oh, I'm not Frank.
No.
I'm not Frankie. I'm Elosai.
Okay. Okay.
In fact, I'm gonna switch out of this face, and he switches. They switch to the generic cowboy face that they were wearing. All right, let's go help Kellen. I'm certain you have questions, but we gotta ask them after we're out of here.
Yeah, I understand.
So,
Let's get it.
Remind me, who's going after Kellen, who's going after Tiny Bones? I know, Qztyl, you said Tiny Bones.
Tiny Bones.
I'm going with Qztyl.
Understood. And then
Yeah,
Elosai and
I'm-
Kenshin are on Kellen duty?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Understood. Qztyl, Zahratra, you have a little bit further of a ride. Elosai, Kenshin, you need to search the wreckage here. So as Zahratra and Qztyl ride off to hopefully go save Tiny Bones, I'll need Elosai and Kenshin to go ahead and give me investigation checks. Or if there's another method you'd like to use other than just sifting through wreckage and parsing through the destruction, let me know. We might be able to find a different skill for you.
I got I have my no. Hold on. If you got something else, I go ahead.
I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
Detailed detect thoughts, particularly for the range.
It is for the range. It is a 30-foot sphere around me.
Excellent. Also, as a quick note, Kenshin, as well, something I forgot to describe amidst the destruction: litters of gold nuggets and coins and just raw gold amidst all the destruction as well. Gold has not a terribly low melting point, but the fires are burning here that it is starting to drip in certain places. Wealth is
This
all
is the
around.
same
as well.
gold that the Hydra likes. This is the Hydra's hoard.
It
I'm not
is.
seeing that. I'm not touching that shit.
Understood. Just as a note. But Elosai, the range was, apologies, 30 feet?
30 feet sphere around. Yep,
Okay, excellent.
emanating from me.
As you cast this, there are brief thoughts, worry, regret, drive. You can determine where they're coming from. They're amidst wreckage. They're amidst the wreckage should be east of you.
I'm
So-
going directly that way.
It's a fair bit of rubble. You'll need some time to dig through. But as you do this, Qztyl, Zahratra, you ride forward. The gears of the train of Thunder Junction come screeching to a halt. They dig into the ground, creating an even bigger trench than was already there before. They're very clearly alerted to your presence. What would you like to do?
We
How'd you
need
like
to
go
be
about
fast.
this?
Is the screeching still happening?
Oh, yes.
We're heading for the screeching, and Qztyl's gonna whistle, like Qztyl heard way back when. I think it was like episodes 2 or 3.
Understood. Go ahead and give me. As weird as it sounds, I'm going to ask for a performance check, unless you want to make an argument for just your ability to whistle and be heard amidst all of the chaos.
Look, okay, all right, hear me out, all right. So having to do a lot of like hands-on trainings and things for when there were field agents. What if we do history to remember what the whistle was exactly?
A bit of a stretch, Qztyl. I'm going to unfortunately have to
Damn it.
say no. However, I will allow Zahratra to mimic that and provide you advantage, basically with the sound of both of you whistling. It might be able to reach Tiny Bones a bit better than just
With
the
a-
one.
With a muzzle, Zahratra will do her best.
Perfect.
I'm glad we had the advantage. Okay, so that is a 16. Wait. Performance 16. 13. I can do math.
Understood. You whistle. You can hear the small screech and gunfire happening from the rest of the intact, for the most part, train cars. Some of them have separated, not quite fallen, along the rail that grows across the desert of Thunder Junction. Some of them have separated and sort of crashed into, sort of compressing almost like an accordion, rest of the train. You hear the screech stop, more gunfire, and then silence. And then jumping from out of the window as glass shatters, from the very front of the train is a small skeletal figure falling, arms out, guns in hand, diving forward, the balefire sort of streaking from his eyes wide. What would you like to do?
And can Zahratra reposition her basilisk and charge forward to try to see about catching him on the back of her basilisk?
Go ahead and give me, I'm going to call this acrobatics.
+19 + 2, 21.
You rocket forward. Qztyl, going with Zahratra?
Mm-hmm.
You both rocket forward. As Tiny Bone falls, you can see clearing glass out of the way from up top on the train itself, as a door kicks open. Silver deputies and Sterling Company members made of flesh and bone step out into the open airway and begin to fire at Tiny Bones as he falls through the air. Zahratra, you rocket forward. Qztyl, you follow. Tiny Bones falls. His hat falls away and sort of flutters in the air as he impacts onto the head of your basilisk. The basilisk sort of dips. You almost fall. Your mount sort of almost trips over itself and skids into the dirt, but it rights itself as it trips, and you feel yourself almost tilt off. It rights itself as it sort of shakes its head and turns to rejoin your friends. You both turn to rejoin Kenshin and Elosai as gunfire rains down. Tiny Bones looks a little worse for wear. He's very clearly been shot a number of times. Some of his ribs are cracked and exposed as the thunder has caught some of his clothing on fire. His hat is now gone. He has some new cracks in the skull itself. But he steps back up, seemingly not necessarily unfazed, but undeterred from the whole ordeal, and turns back toward the train and begins to open fire with the pistols.
We can heal Tiny Bones as soon as we get out of here.
Correct. We need to focus on getting out.
We need to get out. We need to get the fuck out.
Kenshin, you had something to help search for Kellen.
Not exactly, but I will cast guidance. Yeah, I'll cast guidance on Elosai to give advantage, or not advantage, but plus D4 on an investigation.
Understood. With the detect thoughts, investigation is not entirely necessary. But what you can do is cast the guidance as you need to clear away the rebels. So Elosai, if you want to take a D4 and give me an athletics check.
Sure thing. Dirty 20.
Excellent. Takes a little bit of time. As Qztyl and Zahratra are pulling up next to you, you are still sifting through rubble, getting to the core of it. Those thoughts are beginning to slowly fade, Elosai. The regret, the worry, the drive is starting to diminish a bit. And as Qztyl and Zahratra rejoin you both, Kenshin and Azale, you're digging through the rubble. You find the weapons, the thunder rifle that Kellen wielded, as well as a very simple white hat, his hat. You dig, and there he is, beneath some rubble, his legs pinned. What would all you all like to do?
We got you, buddy. Come on. Let's get
Is he
Kenshin, let's get his
He's-
legs free.
He is unconscious.
Then yeah, I'll help. As long as yeah, I'm gonna help. But I'm gonna make sure he's still alive. He's still alive, right?
Require a medicine check.
Well, fuck the medicine check. I'll just do spare the dying, just in case.
Understood. You cast Spare the Dying. Detail Spare the Dying for me, please.
Spare the dying is a cantrip, one action, instantaneous. Choose a creature within range that has 0 hit points that isn't dead. The creature becomes stable. So if he doesn't have 0 hit points, or if he does, he's stable.
Understood. You do this, you feel the spell take purchase. Now it's just a matter of getting him out.
Yeah, and I'll help Elosai dig him out.
All
Understood. I'll need athletics from whoever is trying to dig Kellen out. Qztyl, Zahratra. Tiny Bones is still firing shots as the Sterling Company is now using these descending platforms and ropes to descend from the train and run toward your group.
How fast do they look like they're like? Are they looking like they can catch up to us on basilisks?
The mortals, the people flesh and bone, no. The silver deputies are significantly faster. Maybe not as fast as Basilisk, but those are the concern primarily. If you stay in this location, there will surely be a shootout.
Okay, the basilisk knows the way that we're doing. I would like to shift my position on the basilisk to reverse ride it, and then start firing eldritch blasts at the silver deputies coming our way.
Understood. Go ahead and in this time, go ahead and give me 3 attack rolls with Eldritch Blast. Hold on to those rolls for me. Qztyl, what are you up to?
We got Tiny Bones out. That was the goal, and then we were gonna run. But Kellen did save Qztyl's life. So I think it's quickly hopping down to try and assist with getting Kellen out.
Understood. In that case, Elosai, you were giving me an athletics roll. Take that with advantage.
Don't forget your
All
D4.
right.
You also have the
I will
D4
not
from
forget my-
guidance.
I got a dirty 20.
Oh. 17.
17, dirty 20, Qztyl providing help action. Zahratra providing cover fire. Zahratra, give me the attack rolls, please.
Okay, with an attack bonus of or a spell attack bonus of +6. First one is a 17. Second
hit.
one is a 16. And then the third one is 19 plus 6.
2 of those are going to hit.
25.
2 of those are going to hit. As the silver deputies run, 2 of them are not stopped, but they have to falter as they wing their shoulder or hit them in the chest. They sort of stop and recover for a second. You slow their progression, not terribly significantly, but enough to provide a little more time. As Elosai, Kenshin, and Qztyl pull Kellen out of the rubble, he looks a bit worse for wear. There are clearly portions of his body that are cut up, bleeding. His legs, or his left leg looks crushed. He's going to need some TLC. For the time being, you have him. And he's stable. What's the move, everyone?
I'm on a horse.
Put him up on a put
Basilisk.
him up on the basilisk, and then as soon as he's on there, I'm gonna cast a spell. It is plant growth. All up on in the way of the deputies that are coming towards us.
Kindly detail some plant growth for me, please.
So the casting time is either 1 action or 8 hours. The effect is different if you do one or the other. However, for this one, it is the spell lasts. If you cast a spell using 1 action, you choose a point within range, which is 150 feet away from me, and then 100-foot radius on the ground. That point becomes thick and overgrown with plants. And a creature moving through it must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot to move.
Understood. So the plan, if I'm not mistaken, everyone agrees, is to get the hell out of here.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Basilisks, you run. Gunfire and thunder shots whizzing past you the entire way. You run across the desert, out of the wreckage. I must ask, though I think I know the answer, but I just want to be clear. Did anyone decide that they might be entitled to some wealth here? Did anyone take any of the gold?
Why do we need this capitalism?
I want to take some gold. I
Yes.
changed my mind.
Spells are expensive. I'm going to take 200 gold, specifically 200.
Difficult to
I-
parse out exact amounts, Elosai. What I will ask you to do is roll me a d20. Don't apply anything to it, but hold on to that roll. Qztyl, you had something.
I don't believe, given the time we had, stopping to grab gold would have been on Qztyl's mind, and I think that gets to Qztyl, because full on, the way that Basilisk reacted, leaving some of that gold in Oko's possession would have been nice.
Oh,
Excellent.
well, don't forget, last session, Elosai pocketed some gold for this
Mhm.
specific reason.
Yes.
Kenshin, would you like to pocket some as well?
Yeah, it would have just been a couple nuggets.
Couple nuggets. Easy enough to scoop up, so I won't have you roll any rolls for this. Elosai, what the result of your roll?
It is a 12.
Understood. You have pocketed a couple of nuggets and 2 bars. The value of that to be determined.
Mhm.
You run. Your ill-gotten gains alongside you, as well as your injured friends. It doesn't take terribly long to lose the Sterling Company. What is difficult is you're an open desert. You are not terribly far off from Thief's Folly, but that might be the first place they go. It took you already maybe half a day's ride to get to Thief's Folly from where you were, from where Oko's gang is holed up at. From here, likely be a full day's ride. Where would you like to go? What's the plan from here? Are you going to stop and check on your friends, or are you riding straight through? You can, of course, discuss this as you get further away from the Sterling Company and make a plan. So I will turn the scene over to all of you.
If I
Is
may
it-
have a
I was just going to ask if Kellen's still unconscious.
He is?
I may have a suggestion that we should probably find a spot to camp. I do not think that we should return to any actual location. I think we should find a spot to settle down and check on Kellen at the very least. And we should move semi-erratically in case that they may be able to track us. Granted, with the shifting sands, I don't think that they will be able to follow our tracks for very long. but better to be safe than sorry.
I agree. Let's find rocky outcrops. I don't want to run in with like a rattler worm or something.
Very true. Kenshin, do you have any thoughts on this?
No thoughts on this at all.
Where did you go? I don't really remember where I went when we swapped out.
When we swapped. Oh, yeah, okay. Um, I mean, I was on the train. Uh, yeah, I was on the train.
But we did not see you.
I don't remember seeing any of you all either. The last thing I
Interesting.
remember is me having my blade against Kellen's throat and Tiny Bones with his gun to my head. So
That didn't happen.
That definitely did not happen. Is there anything I can roll to like puzzle this out a little bit?
Yeah, there's a couple things you could try to do. You could roll Arcana to see if there's anything magical or what might have occurred here in the arcane. You could roll Investigation to try to piece the clues together. There's a couple ways you could go about this.
Let's do Arcana, and I would like
Go ahead.
to use a feature that I have never gotten a chance to use before on mine, which is knowledge from a past life. Which, when I make an ability check that uses a skill, you can roll a d6 immediately after seeing the number on the d20 and add the number on the d6 to the check. I can use this feature 3 times and regain all expended uses when I finish a long rest.
Understood. Go ahead and give me your Arcana roll. Unfortunately, this is going to be with disadvantage.
I just need to get within slapping distance of Kellen.
Understood. Easily done.
Okay.
Is this done while you are still traveling, or after you have found a spot to?
We're still traveling. Yeah, no. We booking it, which is why I said within slapping distance. I just have to
Understood.
touch him.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to make a check, or can I? Is he easily slappable?
He's certainly easily slappable in this moment.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna use Cure Wounds. I'm gonna need some more spell points. Right, that's 11 plus spellcasting ability modifier. So he regains 12 hit points.
Indeed, and some of the wounds close before your eyes, Qztyl. The leg seems to puff back up. You didn't lose it, so it's not necessarily like a regrowth or anything like that. The bones knit themselves back together. The flesh fades from the bruising. 12 hit points regained, and yet he is still unconscious.
Oh boy.
Zahratra, the result of your roll.
So at disadvantage, I had rolled a 15 and an 11. So we're taking the 11 plus my +3 for Arcana. So that's 14. Plus I rolled a 6 on the d6, so dirty 20 altogether.
You rack your brain from the studies that you did with the different temples in preparation for the trials. Different forms of magic in the arcane. Illusions in preparation for Kefnet's trial. It's not illusion here, though. A distortion of time, you think. But there's more to it than that. You just can't fully grasp it. This is new. this is something outside of Amonkhet's purview. A form of magic that perhaps doesn't exist for them.
Zahratra is going to do something that she's not really done in a bit. She, like, especially with her dulled senses, but she's going to kind of just do this almost on instinct, I would think. She's gonna go up to Kenshin and kind of just start like sniffing the air around him, trying to see if there's any like distinct new scent on him. Like, because he said he was in like close proximity of Kellen. He said he was in like all the stuff that he was doing. Do I smell any of those scents on him? If that's possible, to kind of discern.
I'll turn this back over to the group as you do this, Kenshin. This is happening to you, so by all means, you have a moment to react.
I mean, are we stopped or are we riding?
Oh, yeah, I
Last I
guess
checked, you guys were riding.
Yeah, we were riding. So she would have, I guess she would have pulled closer and kind of just like started leaning closer, trying to get a sniff.
What are you doing? What is it?
Trying to discern the nature of the differences is staggering, but it doesn't sound like this is an illusion. It doesn't sound like this is something that something of Kefnet's making. This is real. This sounds like chronomancy. I don't know another way to describe it.
Do you think it has something to do with the voice we heard? That one
Potentially,
night?
but I don't have answers on that regard yet.
Oh. Regardless, I'm here now. I mean, I remember all of you all. So, but I do
Yeah.
get a headache.
DM, I have a question.
Of course.
Wasn't it my history section that disappeared?
Was the first one to do so, yes.
Qztyl starts to snarl and is swearing in Draconic, if any of you know it.
No Draconic speakers aside from you, Qztyl. But I think that context clues is very fun in language. When someone swears, it's in a different language. It's very fun too. It's very a realization of, oh, that's probably not a word that should be said in polite company. So although the meaning is lost, the intent is there. And as this happens, you all come across an outcrop where you can make a rest, take a moment, regather yourselves. Do you stop?
Yep.
Zahratra would. And as she's hopping off her basilisk, she's going to offer a helping hand to Tiny Bones, and she's going to say, "You did well."
Tiny Bones looks beat. He's holstered his weapons now, and as he sort of takes your hand, he misses and then just drops onto the sand on the ground off the
catch him?
basilisk. You can absolutely do so, yes. It's easy enough. He
Yeah,
starts to
I'll-
fall, you catch him.
I got you. We're gonna settle him down on like a small little like. I'm gonna take like a. I'm sure I have like a bed, like a sleeping bag of some sort, something to lay out on. I'm gonna pull it off my basilisk and lay it out so that Tiny Bones can sit on it.
Do I see Tiny Bones fall and get carried?
Oh yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
The swearing will pause to gently brush off his cracks. Cure wounds. That is not 10.
You see some of the cracks mend themselves, the ribs sort of snap back into place. It doesn't look enjoyable at all. He doesn't seem to be bothered by it, though. This seems to be just this might be what happens to people normally when you heal them, and that's just never seen. But as this happens, he kind of gives a thumbs up. Still looks, if a skeleton could look tired, he looks exhausted.
The
We will
balefire in his
get
eyes
you.
flickering a little bit.
We will get you a new hat, my friend. Once we figure out who is messing with time.
Is chronomancy something that you know about? Do you know
what happens when you mess with time? It means that all the information you have is inaccurate. Someone either... Did someone kill my god? Is my god not missing? Is my god dead? Is my god dead? Oh my god.
I feel like there's some steps in between this conversation that we're kind of missing here, but let it out.
That's how I got here. Is I was there and it was quiet, and then everything was gone in my history section. The whole section just gone.
Specifically, history.
Do you know how much information is in history? Do you know how much I've collected that is useless now? Maybe?
Well, I am not so sure because, I mean, the events that happened in what Kenshin described, she's going to look to Kenshin as she says that, has not passed here, has not
But
had an effect here.
That happened for Kellen, that happened for Kenshin, that happened for everyone we talked to or didn't talk to, because I don't remember those conversations that we had the night before. I wasn't there. So none of this converges. There's no connections except for single points in time, and it's a timeline that is now convoluted by whatever is occurring.
So what you're saying is we are consistently shifting between different timelines?
I'm saying that if a timeline didn't happen, the information you have for it is useless. It's not knowledge, it's just a story.
I would like to note that Zahratra says, I see, but she does not actually fully see. She's trying.
Understood.
If there are multiple timelines, then stories really do happen. If we can find a way to mend them, to make it one cohesive history, do you think that's possible?
I don't know. And I hate that. I need you to understand, saying that out loud makes me physically ill.
A thought just hit my head. We have been trying to seek out knowledge on how to planeswalk, to get back to your homes, to find what it is you wish to find. But if our own planeswalking that initially got us here was abnormal, we were not captured, what if our planeswalking is not just normal planeswalking? What if we have the capability? What if our shifting is shifting timelines?
Oh, such as converged timeline, where we converged with a timeline in which we were a planeswalker. Is that what we are?
I mean,
We could be
I was
overthinking this
still
completely, but
a planeswalker in this other timeline, but you all just weren't there.
Didn't exist here. Because planeswalking doesn't... I've taken hundreds of accounts of planeswalking experiences and the different worlds through the blind eternities. None of it does this.
and yet we have experience with it, which means something is innately different with us, yes?
Something is wrong.
I'm a C to Cullen or Kellen. Cullen is cool too, but Kellen, I'm a C to Kellen.
We called him
You-
Kelvin earlier.
That's a unit of
And-
measurement. But yes, you tend to kill him. He's doing a lot better.
I'm
Go
gonna hand Kenshin one of my healing kits, so you can tend to him better.
Understood. Mechanically speaking, a healing kit would stabilize somebody. Narratively,
Mhm.
you can wrap the wounds. You can what remains of the wounds you can tend to and bandage. Kenshin, you are aware of healers and clerics and sort of holy men that are across your home. When they cast magic, when they use magic to heal someone, to mend someone's wounds, it is invigorating. It is an energy that passes from them or from whatever arcane forces they wield and brings the person back from whatever injuries they've received. That's occurred here on the physical sense, but Callan still does not wake. He still sleeps. And that is strange.
I smack him.
There is no response other than just sort of like a wince, so maybe a furrow of the brow.
Can I do some insight?
I'd allow it.
$15 total.
This is not normal. This is not a natural response. This something is wrong. He's unwell in some regard. Other than that, not much else you can tell.
Well, then I'm gonna start stripping him.
You want to check, or are you checking for anything in particular, or are you just looting him?
I don't know, items, wounds, maybe he's cursed of some sort, or you know,
Go ahead and give me an
something.
investigation check.
16 plus 1, 17.
You do this. You don't find anything terribly interesting on Kellen's person. The clothing, the garb, he wields weapons, and then those light whips that he has are manifested from his own magic. What is the most key and interesting feature is a thin silver chain around his neck that carries a sort of charm or a medallion, a little necklace, as was tucked under his clothing. Silver leaves that fade into green as if they are gilded actual leaves. They hold a ruby, polished, round, and cut. No hand could carve this, but it is a ruby that sits on this necklace.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, I guess I'll just cater to him. If I have time to look at the ruby and the necklace, I would. I'll also try to mind link with him to see maybe he's conscious in some type of way, but just not
Interesting.
able to move or something.
Detail mind link for me, please.
Mind link, I can speak telepathically to creatures I can see within 40 feet. Doesn't need to share same language, just needs to be able to understand at least one language. Yeah, and I could give them the ability to speak back telepathically for the next hour or until I end the action.
Understood. While you're doing this, Qztyl, Zahratra, Elosai, Qztyl, you're having a small freak out, but
Mhm.
what Kenshin is doing is lengthy in time enough where you could possibly have interactions as well now here after having calmed down a bit. Well, I would like to know what the three of you are up to while Kenshin is accomplishing his tasks.
I think, at least for Zahratra, she's gonna stick close to Qztyl for a minute because like Qztyl is having a breakdown. So there's something about proximity. That being said, her eyes are not on Qztyl. She's listening to Qztyl, but she's watching the horizon right now, trying to make sure that there's nothing coming their way. She's essentially on watch.
Understood. Pausing this for 1 second. My headset is dying. I need to switch to headphones.
Okay. I'm gonna take and double check what Beepus is doing because there's noises coming from a kitchen. I don't know what they are. It's a good time.
All right.
But yeah, no, Qztyl's having a small breakdown and realizing that maybe they're in a timeline where her god never existed because her grandpapa never made him.
What's a
Interesting.
library?
A vast repository of knowledge.
I turned it off for a second so I can fix. Somebody say something, anything.
Hello, hi, I'm the Azure Butterfly.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, hi. Hello.
All right. We've got audio back. Yep. Cool. All right. We're good.
He ate a screwdriver.
What the heck? Is he okay?
Handle, so we're cool. Yeah, you're in trouble.
Yeah. That's awesome, Beepus. All right.
Does your stomach hurt?
Yeah. Cool. All right. Is everybody good? Is Beepus good?
He looks like he's feeling shame for the first time ever, so that's new. But he's good.
Okay.
Just because it says husky doesn't mean it's yours, buddy.
Sick. All right, we're gonna go ahead and jump right back into it. Sick. So I got Qztyl's actions. What about you, Zahratra and Elosai? What are you guys up to in this moment while Kenshin is tending to Kellen?
Oh, like I said, I'm watching the horizon. I'm trying to make sure we're not being like encroached upon.
Understood. Elosai?
Elosai, while setting up camp, will try to say something that'll get Qztyl in thinking in a specific direction rather than panicking. Rather in a spiral. I'll say, let's focus on what we do know and what's around us, here and now. Kellen is unconscious. We are here on this outcrop.
Unconscious outcrop. Thunder Junction is. And yes, that's right.
And we are currently safe, which I think
Kellen's
is
still unconscious.
Yes.
Kellen should not be unconscious. That's odd. That's not right.
When you slapped him, what did he look like, Kenshin? Did he make a face?
Oh, just a grumble, I guess. Well,
So he's
nothing.
alive.
Oh yeah, he's definitely alive.
So, we cannot sit around worrying about that. We need to make sure all of us get rest. And so we don't kill the basilisks running them all the way back to Oko.
Yes, Oko.
how are our
Oko.
basilisks doing?
Ral.
They're great. They're having a good old time. They're out of danger at this point, and they're just chilling. Kenshin, as you mind link with Kellen, there's a link established, but you don't really hear thoughts or anything like that. Is there anything you'd like to try to say?
You there, buddy? Are you dreaming or
Give me a perception
wiggle
check.
your toe?
Go ahead and give me
Perception
a
check, you
perception
said?
check. Yes, please.
19 plus 1, 20, 30, 20.
He's there. He's not acknowledging you. He appears to be dreaming. You catch little glimpses of words he's saying in his dreams. What you can gather is he's on in some sort of adventure with his family, with his father.
I started weaving a tale of zombies invading.
Understood. You take some narrative skill in his dream and start to try to influence the dream.
Yeah.
I'll
Nightmare,
allow this.
nightmare.
Yeah, I'll allow this. You have direct access to his brain and his subconscious. You start to just narrate zombies. You get the sense of panic and the worry, the the concern of failing his father and falling, or perhaps losing him again. It's a story.
Well, I have one last thing I'll try. Lay on hands. I could specifically use it to purify poison from someone. I will attempt to do that.
You do this. There is no poison present.
Yeah, I think he's dreaming.
Then wake him
Or
up.
it's a nightmare now, so but
Why would it
Like-
be a nightmare?
zombies.
What about zombies?
Like the
it's-
ones from the bar.
This is just speculation, really. No one knows what a dreaming person is dreaming. You can only, but he is alive. He's not poisoned. I don't see
Yeah.
anything cursed on him.
mean-
That is good.
He has this rather unique necklace, but besides that, I don't know. I don't know.
I'll make a note. I'll pause you here. You said you don't see anything cursed on him. Did you check for anything cursed?
Oh, well, that was yeah, I hope I did. I thought I clarified that. Yeah, when I was stripping him, I was trying to look for anything like that
Yes.
maybe.
Cursed is the key word that threw me. I would need an Arcana check from you, Kenshin.
Oh, okay.
Your investigation was seeing anything strange earlier on his body.
My bad.
Mhm.
16 plus 1, 17.
There's a strange aura to the necklace. There's a strange sort of energy that it gives off. It's not Kellen's magic, nor is it resonate with the same mana that comes from Thunder Junction.
Well, I take that back. Perhaps this necklace has something to do with it. I don't know. It's giving off a weird energy.
Should we remove it from him then? Is it safe to do?
Can I take a look at it?
Of course.
Would it also be an Arcana check? Or
Unless you have
okay.
something like Detect Magic or Legend Lore or anything like that.
I'm not that kind of cleric.
Identify.
Identify would also help.
Yeah, I'm not that kind of cleric.
An
Damn.
Arcana
I mean,
check.
we can always just try to take it off of him.
That might kill him, depending on what the thing is.
I was about to kill him
Oh,
in
okay.
the other timeline, so
Oh. Where is
What's one timeline to another?
where
just have to play your role, I guess. Man,
where'd it go? Oh, no.
A type of role-playing
Plus
game, if
6.
you will.
18.
18. That's for sure a cursed item. It doesn't give magical buff or a sort of like aiding energy. It's taking something from him.
Because once again, I need to be very clear. Qztyl's not that type of cleric. I'm gonna break the chain off of his neck.
You do this, and immediately as you break the chain, there is a gasp of air as Callan's eyes shoot open, and he just and rockets up, his chest
a
bare.
zombie.
Ah, you are finally awake.
He calls out as he wakes up, "Father."
No, that's an entirely different class of individual.
It's a little sad.
How do you feel?
Where are we?
We are in the desert, having successfully escaped.
Right. Okay. Or did we get it?
Yep.
Zahratra is going to hold up the flask and kind of just jingle it a little bit.
We don't shake the basilisk. I mean, Hydra. Maybe we. I'm doing fine.
Oh.
Could you detail
Can it feel it
exactly
in
how
there?
you feel? Because I need something in this moment. And Fullon has the notebook out and is.
I feel tired, very tired. I feel but like strangely like energetic. I feel like what's that? Adrenaline is kicking in. I think it might be left over from the train. Last I remember, I was falling.
You landed.
Oh, good. And
In a train
we're
wreck.
all. Everyone's here. We're all counted for. Everyone made it out.
Yeah, all
We got
all
the-
of us made it out.
Qztyl and I got Tiny Bones, and Kenshin and Elosai got you.
Oh, thank the gods. He lies back down
Ooh.
on the rock.
Hold on. He doesn't flinch at the name Kenshin anymore.
No.
Where he's just like. Okay, there's another instance of it where just pop in the timeline wherever you want because consistency doesn't matter. Nothing has to be consistent. Apparently, we just make it up all
Kellen.
willingly all the time.
Kellen, do
This
you
has been
remember
consistent, though.
do you remember a conversation that we had about our missing companion Kenshin?
No. Was that last night or before the
That was that was during the train heist.
No.
Yeah. What? All right. There's another point of 2 data points there.
There you go,
One-
Qztyl. Field notes.
I do
Just
have
take
a
it down.
question, Kellen. Where'd you get that necklace from?
Oh, he touches his chest, and then who has the necklace on him currently? Qztyl, you still have the. Touches his chest and kind of looks at you, Qztyl. There's a little bit of concern that it's not with him now, and he looks and he says, whenever I found my father, whenever I found Oko, it was a gift. He said he didn't have much, and it was supposed to be like a makeup for all the birthdays that he missed. Kind of sappy, I know, but it was nice to hear.
Less sappy when you realize it's cursed, but sure.
What?
Cursed.
It was preventing you from waking up from the healing attempts they were doing.
We were able to heal you, stabilize you, but you were dreaming. You wouldn't wake up from it.
I was asleep. I was just asleep. It wasn't a curse. I was just asleep.
Kenshin
would,
slapped you.
I would
I
trust-
also slapped you, but that was for healing purposes.
I just did it for fun.
But I was just asleep. It wasn't a curse. It was just.
As soon as we took it off. I'm so sorry. Maybe he didn't know. I'm not the one. If you're looking for words of comfort, I don't have them, given who Oko is. This is either an accident or on purpose.
I have a question for the DM.
Mhm.
You did say that I got a sense that it was taking something from him.
Yeah.
Then I'll speak on that. And add on to Qztyl. Say again, I'm not an expert either, but the energy seems to be clashing with whatever aura you have. And when you were sleeping, I don't know. It seemed to be draining you of something. So
I don't know why he would. I don't know what. Maybe he didn't know. He said he picked it up along his travels, so maybe there was. Maybe it was just something he had and he didn't know about.
There's a
Well,
lot of
maybe he
things that
was.
Oko did not know, apparently, then let us add this to the list.
Perhaps he
It has
was
become
testing you. Perhaps he was testing you in that way too.
We should get back to hideout.
Yeah.
We should. Did you take any of the gold?
What? No, I was a little busy.
I just meant in the heat of battle when we were trying to antagonize the Hydra.
No, my concern was getting everyone to safety. But no, I
Oh.
didn't.
To
I
make
didn't.
sure that I have the story correct and just maintaining the timelines of what Kenshin told and what and what actually happened.
well, I mean, mine did actually happen. I was pretty badass, I must say.
There's a whole timeline where Kellen and I are really good friends. Is that still the case?
I think so. Are we? Is this like a friend breakup?
Yes,
Is that what?
you're you're going to help me find my god. Thank you so much, Kellen. I'm glad you're not dead.
Yeah, me too. Is everyone okay?
Oh,
I am perfectly fine. Storyteller, what's the position of the sun right now? Like, what
Which
time of day
one?
does it seem?
Midday,
What time of
most likely.
midday?
You guys started out this morning, and then have been active since.
Well, our companions are better now. We should start moving again if we wish to make good time.
yes. Yes, we need to keep moving. That way the Sterling Company doesn't catch up too much to
Oh God,
us.
the Sterling Company. They didn't get a glimpse of us, did they?
Absolutely. But they think it's
What?
Frankie.
Oh. Okay.
Let them chase after ghosts.
Sh- I'm not sure what just happened, but that was a wild sound.
Yep.
That was wild. What the heck was that?
Did we just do a timeline shift?
I think so.
It sounded like a sound effect, like when you like
Syranas,
fast forward on a
say something real
VCR.
quick, Syranas.
No. Yeah, are we
Nope,
good?
we got you now. Yeah, you're good.
Cool.
Full on just like when
Like you fast
I'm
forward.
checking audios and
Yeah.
it fast forward. Yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say. I had a question.
Gone.
Oh, yeah, it's gone. It's
Do
fine.
do anyone need more healing? I know I'm not on the same level as
Oh.
Qztyl, but
Thank you.
I
Can we
have
count
some.
this as a short rest?
I'd count it as a short rest. If you guys, before you do anything, how long are you staying here? Because a short rest would be an hour.
No.
No,
Okay.
they're right on our trail. They're we stole a full on gold vein hydra from them and gold. And killed like one of them, or maybe more. I don't know. Tiny Bones is kind of a badass. Like he screamed, but you can be badass and be screaming the whole time you're doing it.
If we are talking from a mechanical standpoint, Zahratra is currently at 33 out of 42 health.
That's all right. We've got one vote for leaving now. That's probably a good idea. Are
Yeah,
you good
let's-
to ride?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get out of here. And he looks at you, Qztyl, and says, Can I have my necklace back?
Just don't put it on because it's gonna do whatever it was doing to you again, maybe.
Sure.
And there's a moment where Qztyl sees the shiny, and there's just this glazed over look that happens for just a moment. And then they look away and hand it over.
And that draconic urge doesn't hold him Qztyl, and Ellen retrieves his necklace and sort of relacing up the front of his shirt. And all of you ride. It takes time.
I am gonna give our Khenra friend 5 HP with lay on hands.
Understood.
My spell points are looking a little low.
I also would like to have picked up Tiny Bones and rested him on my Basilisk again.
Tiny Bones is full on dead asleep. While you guys were having this conversation, he was like, deuces, and then knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, see, he's just sleeping on my Basilisk's head now.
Sure. You guys ride. As I said, it's going to take some time. Nearly a full day's ride. You'll get in late at night. And so you do. You ride into what is technically town. And it's quiet. Lights are dimmed. No hubbub. No carousing. No one to welcome you home. What would you like to do?
Kellen, I believe this is yours. And she's going to offer the flask.
Thanks. Good work.
Be careful.
You too.
Yes. Keep your caution high.
Do
Keep your wits
you
about you.
want to go present this? All of us, given that this was our job.
Yeah. I think that would be good.
Yeah.
You seem rather
Let's do it.
upset, but I don't think this is the time or place to explore that.
I'm just curious about it, is all, that's all.
That is one way to find out.
Oko has done many, many things over many, many planes. But
Yeah.
maybe there's exceptions.
Yeah. I mean, he's been great since I got here. So
We're having these conversations out in the open right now. Zahratra is going to look around. Is there anybody that could potentially like hear us? Is there any like open window and somebody's like starting to peek out?
that's what you can see.
That's a terrifying line, actually.
Mind
So
link.
to who?
Kellen.
Easy enough to establish. You do this.
What do you know about your father's employer?
He looks a bit confused. He speaks using the mind link and says, he doesn't talk about him. He just says that there's an employer that is going to pay us handsomely for whatever is in this vault. And I showed up a bit late to the party, so admittedly he was a little bit suspicious of who I was at first and didn't, wasn't exactly fatherly. But it took some time, and I proved myself, and he doesn't think I'm a spy or anything anymore, so that's something. But he doesn't trust anybody with all the information. He explained that it's just a professional thing. If he doesn't make himself needed, and everyone else can just have all the information, what use does he have? Then what's just another cut that they would just take and cut him out of the equation?
I don't mean to say this to disrupt anything, but those that deal with devils and make bargains are willing to sell more than just their soul.
You
Take
think-
that as you need.
You think he's working for a devil?
I've seen it with my own eyes.
I mean, there's
Yokai,
Rakdos
black,
is.
purple, flames,
I mean, Rakdos is
horn.
also, technically a demon. So I mean,
Technically, yes, but and Kenshin actually shared that information with Qztyl when he saw the demon. So
this is via mind link, though.
oh, damn it!
I'm so sorry.
My bad.
Should we go inside?
Callan nods. And you all go into where Oko resides. Head into the saloon itself. Oko's room and where he rests, or wherever he lays his hat, is in the back of the saloon, behind the back wall. Callan moves, goes to knock at the door. It swings open. And there Oko stands. Shirtless, all of the pauldron and everything gone, but simple brown leather trousers. And a shirtless Oko stands before you. I thought you all had died. It took a lot longer than expected. Are you all whole? He looks Kellen over a little bit.
As whole as we had been.
Tiny Bones notably
Yeah.
has marched away from your group and is climbing on top of the bar to get a drink.
Herps it.
I am so glad to see that you've all made it. Were you successful? Kellen reaches down
Yes.
to his belt, takes the iron flask. Overlooks. Outstanding. Truly phenomenal work. They didn't see you, did they? Was there I'm assuming there was complications. You're getting back very, very late.
There were complications, but they were handled. Did you know that it could fail? This flask.
What do you mean it failed?
Did you know that it could fail, as in fail to capture the creature initially?
I've never had any trouble with it.
You got a second. We got it on the second try, but it failed on the first try.
Look, no offense, it sounds like operator error to me. I've never had any trouble with this flask.
Zahratra narrows her eyes and is death glaring at Oko now.
Have
You
you
just said
caught
skill issue. It's
Have you caught many Hydra in a flask?
I've caught a lot of things in this flask.
Mm.
But the point is, you were
Well,
successful. And he takes the flask,
insight
kind of
check?
shakes it. Go ahead. What would you like to insight check?
If I remember correctly, Kellen is the one that got the flask and gave it to him as a gift, right?
Kellen was given the flask by Oko.
Okay. Then never mind. I'll take it back.
Understood. He shakes the flask a bit. Point is, you were successful. And we had already come up with a contingency just in case you weren't coming back. Again, you guys got back very late. So this is phenomenal. No plan B necessary. Excellent.
He wasn't gonna. Did the plan B like
Oh, no, you
cover
all have been...
getting this, or
You've been gone for a day, maybe a day and a half. Times... No, the way the sun moves on Thunder Junction is a little bit strange for me. But the point is, you guys have been gone, and new information has come in. Our timeline has moved up. We planned... We're hitting the vault tomorrow. I'm not going to ask any of you to... You all need to recover. By all means, remain here. We'll be back after the job is done. But we have a plan. We had a plan made very quickly, haphazardly, in order to supplement you all not being successful or you all not being here. But now we have this. Back to plan A.
What was plan B?
A shootout. Not the best plan. Like I said, it was a very haphazard, thrown together, rough time. But we've gathered some stuff, so we were pretty confident in our firepower. Rakdos was going to provide a distraction, but now the Hydra will be the distraction. We have full power and full muscle going forward toward the vault. So, again, great job, everyone. You will, of course, be included in the cut for your work and your efforts. Not everyone's going to go out on the on this little heist either. You'll have, I believe, from what I understand, you're going to... Say again?
I would like to go.
You really should stay and rest up. Aside, we're going to have, I believe, Umazawa staying
No
behind.
damage.
Took no damage. Wow,
I'm
you
ready.
guys are something. Well, we'll discuss it before we leave to see if we can get you guys on the board.
Is this going to be the same as the discussion we had last night?
Oh, no.
That we
So,
all had.
No, this will be... So, the issue, again, with what we have going forward, is we don't have you all... how do I say this? Included? Again, we didn't know if you were going to be here or not. So, and we also, again, just met you yesterday, the day before. We haven't factored in your strengths and weaknesses yet. So new pieces on the board, unknown narratives, unknown elements tend to complicate things. So before we all gather up, we'll sit down, we'll discuss what's going on with all of you, and we'll go from there. Sound good?
Very well.
I insight check Oko about the conversation we all had last night, because there's like 3 versions.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me an insight check. Of
I'd like to do the same.
Yep.
course.
Well, I would like to insight check as well, but different. Is there any?
20.
It's very dismissive about his son possibly being dead.
Yeah,
No
go ahead, give me an
emotions.
insight roll. So with Qztyl and
I
Elosai,
I rolled an 11.
Elosai a little bit difficult to read. Reminds you very much of the higher ups, the Emerald Prince himself. You know, even your lord came off very like happy and very, you know, down to earth for the people, but there was a sense of nobility there that would rear its head in unexpected times and unexpected ways. So there's something else there you're not entirely sure. Difficult person to read. Qztyl, the result of your roll.
I got a nat 20. Look at my janky ass 20.
Yo,
It's
you
melted.
cool.
I don't know why. But yeah, this die has to go somewhere because that's the only nat 20 it's ever going to roll, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It's a 23 total, but like...
In terms of the insight roll and which version of conversation he had, he talked to all of you. He doesn't seem jarred by your presence or Kenshin's or any of your group.
the planeswalkers aren't excluded from this. That's concerning.
Kenshin, the result of your roll.
Nat 20, total 23.
Twins.
Twins.
He doesn't seem concerned for Kellen at all. He's happy he's here. He's happy that you are all successful. But that's not a father. He's viewing him as a member of the crew, as a member of the gang, as an asset.
It's expendable at that. Oh.
Whole time he's talking with his hands, and he rests his hand on Kellen's shoulder, and he says, "You all should get some rest. Amazing work. We'll get this squared away tomorrow. Take some time. You've earned your keep. Welcome to the gang."
Would it be okay if we were to take a celebratory bottle of what is the whiskey?
What kind of
Back
gang
bar.
leader would I be if I denied you such a thing after your triumphant return? By all means, help yourselves. Kellen, can I talk to you for a minute? Kellen nods. They, if no one has anything else for them, will step into Oko's domain and close the door.
I think
Mind
Zahratra will
link
give
be
him.
safe.
Say again?
Said the mind link should still be established. It lasts for an hour, so I'm gonna just say be safe.
Understood.
Zahratra is going to give him a reassuring pat on the back before going to the bar.
You all settle in for a drink. Kellen and Oko discussing private things. As you all,
I'm gonna
at the
start
moment,
putting coin. I'm gonna start hiding coins in different corners and underneath the bottles.
understood. As you do this, we're going to take our break. We'll see you all very, very shortly. Okay, so very quickly, before we do start, I want to let you guys get a rundown of what's going to happen. We're going to touch. No, we're going to cut on time a little bit. So we're going to cut to you guys having a drink, and then we're going to fade into you guys going to sleep. You guys are going to get some rest. If there's anything crazy you guys want to do, let me know now beforehand. Like if you just want to do anything before you go to sleep.
Outside of the drink, Zahratra just wants to get rest so that she can get her spell slots back.
Do you think it might be a good idea to re-engage with Rakdos?
Mm-hmm.
Invite him over for a drink.
Yeah. And get him over for a drink. Let him know what's going on. Let him know that there's a full-on fucking horde of gold. Just randomly left in the middle of the desert.
Cool.
I would like to yell at my god, but that can be off screen. That's just something that Qztyl's gonna be doing.
Okay.
Old man yells at the sky.
We will cut to that then, and we'll try to keep that pretty brief because again, I don't want to fuck up anyone's time. All right, let's jump over it in 3, 2, 1. And welcome back. We hope you enjoyed our break and our intermission for all of our programming and such. Thank you for sticking around. Let's jump right back into it. Our heroes, criminals, are taking a bit of a rest, having a drink to themselves. Anything you guys would like to do before you head to sleep, after you've had your drinks?
Qztyl's got the notebook out and has been chronicling whatever differences there are in timelines and is just sitting there being like, all right, is this good enough? Can you hear me? Is this a timeline where you exist? I can still do magic, so I guess so. Are you there? Just a fuck you would be nice, even if that's it.
There is
Fine.
no response.
Fuck you.
Thank
Aside
you,
from
Kenshin. Thank you, Kenshin. At least you responded. See? Is it that hard?
Syranas, your mic.
We will find your god. Qztyl.
Elosai, you had something.
After I finish like hiding a bunch of the coins all throughout the bar, that the coins that I took from the horde, hiding them all throughout the bar, making sure they can't be noticed. I'm gonna sit down with the rest and have my drink.
Understood.
Is Rakdos here?
Not present in the bar. As I said, everyone, it's late at night. Everyone seems to be in their own domicile or resting on their own.
Should we bring this party to our patron, Rakdos?
Would love to speak with him. Yes. Yes. Let's do that.
We're just taking the bottle and as many shot glasses as my fingers can grab.
You do this. You go to Rakdos' domicile. It's a pretty easy thing to find. Really run down. What is not destroyed has been ramshackled into what he thinks people might call a house. You knock. The door falls off. And Rakdos calls out, "Well, come on in." Gonna just bust down the door then.
It was not on purpose, but we bring refreshments. And she's going to shake the bottle.
It was not attached. There's a difference between breaking down a door and disrepair.
Well, no one told me the door was supposed to be attached to the fucking wall, now did they? As you guys enter, this shack is hollowed out. There is no rooms. It is an incredible discrepancy in building code. All the walls have been knocked away. It is a hollow shack, and in the center of it is a deep, deep hole where Rakdos can be more close to his original size. He is literally the demon in the pit. And looking up, you see basically just his face.
Would you like a drink?
Well, yeah, fucking always.
Should we just uncork the top and just...
Yeah, just pour it in the gullet. Yeah, what's up? How, I'm glad you're not dead.
Not dead. Also, for your... Is it just you in there, or...
Well, it's not like I'm having a fucking slumber party, now, is it?
I don't... I've seen the reports. I know what you're capable of.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that sounds like a
No,
compliment, so I
it's
would
just
like
me
you to
down
take
here. I'm
it that way.
trying to make it a bit more like home. There's no lava or anything down here, though, so it's a little bit nippy.
Lava. Yes. Have you had any issues with things not making sense? The timeline veering off.
Darling, I'm a demon in a hole in a shack on a plane full of cowboys. None of this makes any fucking sense.
We
is that what they
are
call it?
having instances of members of our party vanishing, not planeswalking, but vanishing, and then memory of them disappearing and altering.
It sounds like chronomancy to me.
That's what I said. But why us specifically is the question.
It sounds like a question for a chronomancer.
Do you know a chronomancer on this plane?
On this plane? No. But I will say, chief of those would be Teferi, the time bender himself. Him and Captain go way back. Taught the captain a bit of that himself, so if you can find your way back home, Captain Syranas should be able to help you out.
All I've been trying to do.
You alright? You seem a bit
You.
miffed.
That's an understatement.
Just you can't just rewrite history. You can't just decide what happened. You can't do that. And someone did. Someone went, "No, let's change something."
Right, I must stop you right there. I can see that you're having a bit of a mental break, and I can see that you unlike myself, you enjoy a bit of structure. You enjoy, coloring within the lines, yeah? I can respect that, and it's probably eaten into who you are as a person, kind of giving you a lot of anxiety now. Right, I'm going to give you the best advice I can possibly give you in terms of when it comes to things that are grating on who you are as a person, on your very existence, right? Chill the fuck out. Accept the fact that you have no control. Nothing happens for a reason. The world in existence is chaos. The multiverse is a mass of mana and decisions that culminates and clashes together with one another, that results in explosions and diminishing and stars imploding that you will have no control over ever. Accept the fact that you have very little to do with the multiverse, and everything becomes a lot easier.
I will take your scholarly words into advice from a master such as yourself.
You should. I'm quite wise.
Mm.
You do sound
Yeah.
very wise.
That's because I am.
This vault tomorrow. What's the plan?
Well, now that you all are back, I imagine the Hodge is going to be the big distraction. I'll just jump in and be the muscle, and I'm not sure where they're going to slot you all, but I imagine everyone's going to have their role to play. Issa and Gareth were supposed to provide overwhelming numbers to take care of the most of the people down in Tarnation. But primary strike force is going to be Oko. Tiny Bones to pick the lock. And from there, fight our way out. Get out when we can.
Seems straightforward enough.
Straightforward to me. I wasn't really paying attention once he told me to start to wreck house.
Do you
Everyone.
Is Tiny Bones with us?
Tiny Bones is with you guys, yeah.
All of him.
We still don't trust him, right?
He has not steered us wrong.
We went into the thick of battle together. Doesn't
did-
that make bonds or something? And
Battle
Yes.
forges bonds in blood that only blood can break.
that
I don't think he has blood.
metaphorical blood. But he doesn't
The blood
because
of our enemies.
Tiny Bones
Yes.
is a fierce
In
warrior.
that case.
Do
He
you
is.
intend to let Oko retrieve whatever he's retrieving?
I intend to scope things out and grab it up if it's as dangerous as people say. It's my whole purpose for being here. And no one's going to like when I get my hands on it. Everyone's going to have questions, concerns. You know, there's a bit of a... In case you haven't noticed, there's a bit of a reputation when it comes to me. But I'll grab it up because of my loyalty to the captain. What he does with it, what he wants with it, who's to say?
And since
Then-
we are under your care, what would you have us do?
That's not really up to me. Up to our gang leader, isn't it?
I'm not talking about the mission. I'm talking about what would you like us to do in case things go up. I don't know a saying.
Haven't really thought about it. Don't really strategize like that now, do I? Things always
There's
work
a
out,
look
though.
of there's a look of unsurprised on Zahratra's face at this.
As a note, Oko isn't planning on having us go.
Hmm.
Do you
That's
want
a
us
bit of
to?
an issue. Of course I want you there. In case things go south, I need good soldiers.
Then
If
it is
this
there it will be.
Shoot,
yokai
when goes up.
intervenes,
Say again?
saying that if this yokai intervenes,
I'll deal with that. Good soldiers you might be, but you have to understand your weight class. Your job tomorrow is to make it seem like you would be helpful, be useful. That he can't afford to leave you behind. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Because you do no one anyone good. You're just stuck here. We agreed on that?
Zahratra will
Yeah.
nod and then look at Tiny Bones. Does he have any inclination of the kind of mood that he's in hearing all this?
I mean, insight check.
I'm too scared to disappoint Tiny Bones, so I'm not gonna.
That is 17 plus 4, 21.
Tiny Bones is contemplative. Quiet. As he usually is.
We're direct. Zahratra is going to kneel in front of Tiny Bones, making sure that there is eye contact. And she's going to say, give us your thoughts on this. You are a basilisk as well, in your own right. And you have just as much to say as we do.
Let me translate our mind link, and I begin to repeat everything.
Kenshin, Tiny Bones speaks to you in your mind and says, fact of the matter is, Oko is trepidatious at best. I knew this when I signed up for this job. It sounds like he might be trying to cut members out of the equation so that the take is not split as much as it could possibly be. He's trying to garner as much of a wedge for himself as possible. I would like you all there. You've shown to be effective. And while there's still trust to be gained between all of us, I think that we work well together, and that there's enough to be said about people that have fought and bled together.
I'm in agreement.
You didn't have to come back for me, but it says a lot about you that you did.
You are a member of the party. You're equally important.
I'm going to stop
No,
you
it's
right
what-
there,
and-
Zahratra. Kenshin. This is all relying on you translating. And in the past, your translations have been a little unreliable, narrating. Are you translating as he speaks? Exactly as he speaks it?
He says he'll lay down his life for us.
I didn't. That's a bit much. I wasn't quite. That's a lot. I appreciate it, and I don't necessarily believe in life debts being dead.
For coming back from, but don't make a dumb mistake like that again.
No, I appreciate. If it happens again, I would appreciate being come back for again and again if necessary. There's not a lot of people that would or have, so it's generally appreciated. But I don't believe in life debts. I'm already dead, so it's not
He owes us everything, and he'll be
You're-
sure to pay the
Is
debt.
he signing?
He's frantically signing yes, Qztyl, as he tries to get across his point.
Based on what Kenshin is saying, Zahratra will be like, you are a very brave creature. I have respect for you and for that. But I will not leave you behind. You are an equal part of this crop.
Thank her and let her know that that is appreciated and highly encouraged, honestly. But there's please clarify what I'm begging you to clarify what I'm saying.
He uttered one word: moron.
There's a
Kenshin,
huff.
I can
Kenshin?
understand what Tiny Bones is saying. You understand this, correct?
Hmm?
Your translation, you might have to get your way of communicating checked out because the translation you're providing and what he's saying are two separate narrations.
I'm not that good with sign language.
Yes,
If that's all it needs me, it is going to be a big day tomorrow, so I don't want to be rude, but get the fuck out of my home. You should all get some sleep as well. You're going to be fucked tomorrow if you can't get a good rest.
I would like to pour a shot for every single one of us, including Tiny Bones. And then I'm going to pour the rest down Rakdos' gullet.
Do this.
And then we're going to go get some rest. And get those sweet, sweet spell points back.
You all take and you get your rest. Go ahead and restore yourselves to full spell points. As the long rest takes you, you may spend hit die to recover your health, as is our variant rule for healing for the long rests. And as you rest, as you sleep, it's relatively peaceful. Zahratra, you dream of your sister. You dream of Jisco. The times before the trials. Elosai, you dream of your friends. Back home. Before it all went wrong. Kenshin, you dream of your wife. Service to your lord. The day that you were changed from a soldier to the household guard. Qztyl, you dream of your library, your grandfather laughing. Once again telling the story of how he made a god over a cobbler he shouldn't have. These dreams are sweet. These dreams are comforting. And they're entirely wrong. Qztyl, you are shaken. You wake up with a start. Your dreams interrupted. An entirely too long dream finally ended. Tiny Bones stands over you. His clothes burnt. The clothes faded from the sun. The balefire dim, as if he's breathing heavy. He signs, wake them up. Now, please.
Yes, yeah. Are you hurt? And I'm gonna go around and wake up the rest of my friends. Yeah, Zahratra, Kenshin, Elosai. Just wake up, wake up, wake up. I need everybody up. Up. Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Who do you wake
Zahratra
up
had
first?
Zahratra, Kenshin, Elosai is how I said it, so I guess that's the order we're going in.
Zahratra
Zahratra's
is
eyes
going
have
to... Zahratra, as Qztyl goes to wake you up, of note, Qztyl, there is a small lantern that Tiny Bones waves over Zaratra's head, and he begins to sign. You're not sure what he's doing. But you feel a crack in the air as you shake Zahratra awake, as if something has been lifted. Zahratra, you're awake.
What is going on? I was
Some-
asleep. I should not have been fully asleep. What is?
Something happened. I don't understand what's going on entirely. Tiny Bones. And just and
Look at
like
Tiny
pointing to
Bones.
his burnt clothes and his balefire going out.
He signs, it's been 3 days. They left
What?
us. They left you. I had to make my way back.
We've been asleep for 3 days.
He moves over to Kenshin and begins to wave the lantern. who will wake Kenshin?
I mean, Kenshin was next, so
Kenshin, the
get
dreams stop
Elosai.
as you are awoken, and Tiny Bones moves over to Elosai, waving the lantern.
I'll go over to Elosai and attempt to wake him up.
The same crack, and then the lantern finally goes out. You see Tiny Bones drop to his knees. You're all awake.
Does he look like he's hurting, especially with like the fire?
He
Singeing?
looks worn out. He looks like something is... He doesn't look terribly injured. It looks like there was a singe to his clothing, but he looks like he is worse for wear in the terms of like health points. He doesn't look well.
You
Can I-
said he does look worse for wear with health points?
He does look worse for wear for health points.
I'm gonna put my hand on his
Save.
back.
Wait.
Oh.
Save whatever. Let me handle it. It won't be
Okay.
much, but you're better than I am. So I'm gonna give him 10 points of lay on hands.
You do this, the balefire lights up a bit more. He stands up a bit shakily.
Is it time for the heist?
It's been 3 days.
We have been
Looking out
asleep
the
for 3
window,
days.
you can see
Yeah.
that the darkness is still just cresting. It doesn't look like it's been 3 days from outside. It looks like the sun is now rising.
What's the plan?
We need to assess.
Where's Rakdos?
Tiny Bones signs to you, Qztyl. Rakdos sent me. They had the meeting. They agreed to leave you all behind. They wanted the treasure for themselves. He signs quickly,
Okay.
Qztyl. He details the events. We moved in. We had to go. Rakdos and I planned to break away to come get you as soon as we could. There wasn't time. I had to sneak away myself. Everything went wrong. Kellen's in danger. Rakdos is doing what he can. He continues and he says, the vault was more heavily guarded than we expected. It took me some time to get here. There was no mount. I don't know what their status is right now.
Can you take us there? Can you lead the way?
We might go back to corpses.
It was our only lead.
I do not wish to leave Kellen behind in that.
And I owe Kellen my life, technically.
He says, Tiny Bones signs and says, I saw Oko's plan. He started to leave people behind and leave people to fend for themselves at the very start. He's going to take this for himself. He never intended to share it with anybody.
Do you know what it is?
Ancient magical power. I'm not sure beyond that.
It sounds like we must kill Oko. That is my answer to this. This is a betrayal of a high regard.
It would make things complicated. However, if he's behind any of this, and one of the reasons that my god is gone, I am going to burn him from the inside out and melt his teeth.
Then it sounds like we are on the same page.
You know how hard it is to melt teeth? I'm going to do it. should go.
Zaratra's-
We should go.
Yeah. Zaratra's going to look towards Kenshin and Elosai.
They take our basilisks when we go outside.
I did not.
We should at least plan to get Kellen and Rakdos out of there.
Get killing Rakdos back. Rakdos can go back. Even if we can't planeswalk quite yet. Get Rakdos back to the guilds. Send for help.
And that is what we do.
Give Raul an update.
We should leave. Now.
Lead the way, and we're gonna put tiny bones on top of the basilisk's head. And while we ride, what is the lantern?
The lantern's glass is broken, and as he signs to you, he says, "It's a way to remove a curse." Rakdos kept it in his back pocket, but it takes from the wielder itself. It itself is cursed.
What is it going to do to you?
It was going to kill me.
Okay, so at least we don't have to worry about more repercussions.
Did they even use the Hydra?
He signs no. Oko claims you failed.
The Hydra was for something else. But what?
If whatever it is gets put into this Hydra's hold, it instantly becomes protected. Or whenever Rakdos was supposed to, jump in, steal this artifact, unleashing a Hydra upon him is a great way to deal with that. Oko. Being Oko. That's what happened. Oko being Oko.
Oko's ambition was greater than I anticipated.
I warned you. I told you what he was like. His little plans and scheming. Putting his own son in danger. I thought that was too low even for him, but here we are.
This conversation takes place as you all ride. You can see the signs as you ride on yourselves. The pain. When you sleep too long in one position, there's strain on the muscles. The bones don't feel right. You were all under a sleeping curse that would have kept you there for who knows how long. Yes, Zahratra.
Sleeping
aware of
magic
your
doesn't work. Okay.
It shouldn't. You're absolutely right.
Huh. Weird. That is something to think about for later.
As you all travel. What goes through your minds? What is your priority as you travel? This is going to take you from what Tiny Bones can gather compared to his own travels, a day's ride. So let's go around, starting with Elosai. What are your priorities? What's your mindset going into this?
Priorities 1 and 2. Kellen, Rakdos. Find them. Make sure they can escape. Priority 3. Stop Oko. But that is under the optional tag. This is he's making battle plans. That's what he's doing.
Understood.
He's relying on his training as a warden, as an Elosai.
Excellent. Kenshin, what are your priorities? What's your mindset going into this?
He don't really have priorities. It's whatever it's in front of him, I guess. He'll decide what happened. What's going through his mind is a bit of confusion. Yeah, he doesn't feel like this is his fight, but he's still wrapped up in it. And yeah, he just doesn't know.
Understood. Qztyl.
Something is going on. And the only thing Qztyl cares about is figuring that out right now to make everything line up. Because like Rakdos was saying, Qztyl is very, very detail-oriented and very structured. And all Qztyl wants is to get Killen out. Because he promised that they would find Qztyl's god. This is Oko. And Oko is going to Oko. Just dealing with the fallout. Once we get there.
Indeed. Zahratra.
Zaratra's main priority is going to be getting Kellen out. She considers him a part of them, just like she considers Tiny Bones a part of them. She doesn't begrudge Oko's ambition with this, because she's seen it before. She knows people like this exist. She knows this sort of ambition well. That being said, he hurt people that she cares about and is growing to care about, that are members of her crop, and that aspect of her is kicking in. And so first, Kellen, make sure he's safe, and then make sure the rest of her crop is safe, and then, if possible, bringing some sort of retribution to Oko.
As you all ride, your priorities are different. Your viewpoints are a little bit different. You're right. It takes time. Tarnation is a place where only the really, truly brave or the foolish go. It's where the Hellspurs reside. It's where this vault was built underground. You never make it, Tarnation. You don't need to. As you're writing, our lone rider in the opposite direction coming towards you, slumped over his mount, injured, rides to meet you. It's Kellen. He's wounded. What do you do?
Oh, damn it. All right, well,
Brush
save
up,
save it.
I mean, I full spell points back.
It's
only-
it's only 2 spell
points.
You're more important.
Okay.
I've got
use
healing
cure
too.
wounds. Yeah, I use cure wounds on them.
I'll do the same.
Understood.
Let's go with level 2 cure wounds.
Let me know how much health he gets back.
Uh, 12 hit points back.
12. And from you, Kenshin?
Hello? 11? The fuck?
Excellent. 23 total. He sits up, and you can see across the neck and the exposed portion of his arms, there were these, well, easily put, veins of gold that were rushing across his flesh that recede now. There is a heavy bite in his left side. He sits up and looks and says, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought that you were right. You were right all along.
What matters is you're alive. What happened?
He betrayed everybody. Rakdos, he's fighting. He was... When I left, he told me to go. He pulls the satchel along his mount's side. Holds it out to all of you. We got it.
Okay.
Yeah, gonna grab it and look in the bag.
It is a glass sphere filled with smoke. Along the edges on the outside, it's as if thin metal filigreed fingers are grasping it, holding it. From within the smoke, something moves. Something alive is in there, Qztyl. It touches the glass very briefly and then withdraws into the smoke once more. It's about the size of a basketball.
I read about anything like this?
Do a history check.
Okay.
Spooky.
Which die? Red green. We're going with Qztyl's colors here. Fucking worst type of cleric. Got 2 healing spells and a lot of damage spells. That is 17.
This is just containment. Whatever is inside of it, you need a better look at. This is meant to... The smoke is a sort of stasis. But it's cracked. Something is leaking out. The smoke is fading. The creature within it is waking up. This orb is meant to keep it in stasis forever.
This is very bad. This is not good.
You need to go.
We need to go.
Is it?
You're coming with.
Some sort of creature.
Where do we go to?
I don't know where. Nowhere is safe. I don't know where to go.
What was the other person that you knew that was here? Looking at Qztyl.
Raoul, and that was it.
Does he have a
Rakdos
way?
is going to... Rakdos, I don't know if he's going to... I don't know if he's going to win that fight, but he wasn't going to stay behind to find out either. He was just providing cover, but I can't go with you. He'll find me. Worth the same
How?
blood, Oko will find me.
We can't just leave you with nothing. We can't just leave you behind.
There's no choice.
Damn it.
Didn't Oko steal a bunch of planeswalking gear?
Back at the hideout, I think, yeah.
Go.
Is that something that we can use?
I think so. Yeah.
Then the answer is we all go. Looking at Qztyl.
Okay. Yes.
All right,
Yes.
let's get going. Fast, quickly,
And you ride.
and then
Qztyl rides a little bit more carefully Because there's a crack in this orb. Mm.
Mind link with it?
Do you want to mind link with it?
Yeah, I want mind link with it.
Gilbert, your expression is
Absolutely.
terrifying me.
Absolutely. Kenshin, detail mind link with me for me one more time, please.
I can telepathically speak with any creature I see within 40 feet of you. You don't need to share a language with the creature for it to understand, but the creature must be able to understand at least one language. As an action, uh, while I'm telepathically speaking to a creature, I can give that creature the ability to speak back to me for an hour or until I end the action.
Perfect.
I will open the bag so that Kenshin can see whatever's moving inside the smoke.
You catch glimpses of it, Kenshin, and as you mind link, little features, flash of orange, small hand, and you use your mind link.
Who are you?
From Mori.
Why are you trapped in this?
I don't know.
Do you know how to get out of it or how to break it?
I'm trying. I can help.
Kenshin,
I'll sorry, go ahead.
do you know what is in there? Do they have a name?
Yeah, they call themselves Fomori. They don't know why they're trapped, but they said they can break, help release it, and that they're trying to get out. So
Does that sound familiar in any way to Qztyl?
History check, please.
Yay!
To Elosai, the word Fomori is an alarm bell, but he doesn't know if it means the same to
Is
every
for
else in the blind eternities.
19.
The Fomori. There's not a whole lot on them, Qztyl, but from what you do know, it's a race of creatures that came before. An ancient species. Powerful, skilled with mana. They're like a precursor race. Incredibly powerful. Ridiculously dangerous.
like pre-mending type stuff.
Mm-hmm. 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 Can they hear me?
You can hear us, right? All of us, not just me.
I can hear and see everything.
They
And as a
hear and see.
flash, Kenshin, as lights take your vision. A galaxy. Not stars, though. rifts, openings, portals. The multiverse in this creature's mind. A map. Every pathway. Every gate. Every portal.
Yeah, he was probably zoned out for a second, and yeah, they see and hear everything, everything.
All right then.
I can help.
I don't think maybe that's such a good idea, Kenshin. You keep kind of zoning out as we talk. I don't know if this is a good idea.
I'm going to trust Qztyl on this and agree.
There's a crack in the glass, Kenshin.
Where are you from?
From before. Where do you want to go?
I'm in the mind link. Yeah, I'm gonna end the mind link. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Are
What's the plan?
Are you with us? Oh, well, now.
We get out of here. We must leave Thunder Junction.
I don't know what to do with this. I can't take this. They would know so much.
We can't leave it here.
Take it with us to Ravnica. If Ral's there, maybe he knows something.
We have to seal it.
There's the feeling. There's the mention of the name Ravnica, Qztyl. And there's that feeling of you need to escape. And you're rushing toward, all of you are riding, and you're rushing toward means of artificial planeswalking. There's a sensation, Qztyl, that washes over you, and you've never felt this before. You don't need that. You can go. You think you could do it now. Something's changed, you're not sure what. But you could planeswalk all on your own. You know your destination. You're untethered. All you need to do is step.
It's that hunger for knowledge where there's just a look that Qztyl gives everyone. And then on the Basilisk, Qztyl just falls.
Qztyl.
Can I see? Can I try to catch?
Right? As you planeswalk, you take the first step, your first intentional step. There's a pull. This guide, almost. A light down the tunnel. Do you follow it?
I think so.
What do you really want, Qztyl? Do you want to go home, or do you want to find your god?
Qztyl should do, and what Qztyl wants more than anything, is to find Qztyl's god and scream at it.
You're gone. Zahratra, Kenshin, Elosai, you can see she's gone. What do you
What
do?
happened? What was that?
Shit, fuck. All right.
That
We
and
don't
that
know
was
where she
different.
went. Or the
And that looked different than just the normal phasing out that we've seen before.
I think they planeswalked.
Very different. Qztyl, it's been a while since we've seen you do this. What does it look like when you planeswalk?
When Qztyl planeswalks, it's everything that had Grandpappy not done what he did with his polymorphine. Just that shimmer, that encompassing shine of almost like that glint that comes off of the hordes of other of her kind. And everything just kind of shimmers into smoke and flame. And it's gone.
Very different from when they phase Zahratra.
I wish
Why?
people would tell us where they're going before they do that. All right.
Correct. That was why did she leave? Why did she abandon us? Why did
You know why.
we have no time now? We must go. We need to go.
As you say
Well-
this, Zahratra, Elosai, Kenshin, you all met Ral, and he said that when this happens, you have a moment where you can follow. Would you like to try?
She's gonna look to her
Yeah.
companions.
I'll try.
Kellen, make your way to Ravnica. Bye.
Zahratra is going to say, "I'm sorry. Be safe."
Go.
And she's going to.
And you all
doesn't.
planeswalk. I normally ask you to describe it. There's no one here who would see it. Kellen rides on. Tiny Bones rides on. There is no goal. There is no pathway except for the one that Qztyl has left you. And for the first time, you all planeswalk intentionally with purpose. And you arrive moments after Qztyl. You stand shin deep in a pool of water. You hold the satchel. The air is different. It's cool here. The desert heat is gone. And it's a calm that washes over you. And as you all arrive one by one, take things in. Items form small mountains and hills out of the water. This is not Ravnica. You take this in. All of this. What is most alarming is the twin horns in the distance, where a beam of light rests between them. Zahratra, you recognize those horns. But more so, you recognize the creature that walks. And it's impossible, Qztyl. He's dead. A great golden dragon lumbers forward. His eyes are milky white, blind, with a distinction, even as his scales are falling and rotting. The god pharaoh Nicol Bolas comes to greet you all. What would you all like to do?
Zahratra falls to her knees. The god, the god, the god, the god, the god pharaoh. He's real. He's here.
Qztyl remains standing. Because if this is how it ends, Qztyl is going to die on their feet.
Elosai,
I
Kenshin.
am, I guess, just in silence, but I will prepare to fight if I need to, even if it's a futile effort.
Elosai.
I draw my rifle and place a hand on Qztyl's shoulder, saying, "Tell us where you're going next time."
I don't think there'll be a next time. Qztyl, like, if you put a hand on Qztyl's shoulder, Qztyl is vibrating.
And it's impossible, Qztyl. He's supposed to be dead. You watched it happen. It's the whole reason that there are statues. It's an impossible task that these planeswalkers completed. If the Eternal Vanguard, it's what they were built on. They saved Ravnica. This was their first victory. How can he be here?
Watch them take his head.
And Zahratra. It's divinity. The god pharaoh returned. All the lies that your new so-called friends told you, there he is. He looks injured. He looks like he's fought. He looks like he's done his best. And it's... Your god is low, but he survived. And it does nothing to diminish the glory of the god pharaoh. As he reaches you all, he almost smells the air. He looks and he says, I called you. Didn't I?
Oh, so that was you. Okay.
Zahratra is going to reach back as Elosai talks and almost kind of like claw at him a little bit in a way to be like,
You died.
I
"Yes, yeah."
live.
I have so many questions, my god pharaoh.
God, Pharaoh. Yes. God, Pharaoh. Kneel, loyal servants of Nicol Bolas.
and that is where we'll end this season of The Ignited. We'll see you all sometime in the future. Same time, same place. same chosen. We'll see you then.